and welcome back. This is Trasknari,
And Puddle's here. I'm Puddle.
and we are playing Silent Hill 2. The last time we played, we had gotten the piece of hair, which is needed to solve a puzzle. That puzzle, I believe, is right here.
Puzzle's a stupid puzzle.
This is a ridiculous puzzle. So, by the way, to note, we took a wicked amount of damage getting knocked off the roof by Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that happened. So, if you try to reach the hair down into here, it says you can't snare it. And if you try to use the needle, it's not long enough. So the proper solution,
Combine the things!
Combine the things. And here, James dangles the little thing down there to go
Little
grab
man
the thing.
wriggles. Suffering. Strangles.
It's beautiful.
Smothering.
To get this big ol' honkin' key.
The elevator key.
Yep. Which means now we can go down to the first floor, which was blocked off, if you remember. We couldn't get through the door to that area.
I don't know if you remember.
So now we can call the elevator.
Because God knows why you'd be taking the elevator. I think you'd be better off trying to rummage through all the garbage.
Cool.
Neat.
This lock is broken.
Can't open it.
Half the locks in this game. C4. Oh, this door's gonna explode. C3.
There we go.
C3PO.
This room is messy.
Shotgun shells. I don't think there's anything else you can pick up in here. Oh, no, I was mistaken. There were handgun bullets. So now, speaking of, we are going to want to equip our shotgun now. Because in room C2, we encounter the most evil creature in this game. You little bitch.
Dun 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 you're taking your sweet ass time, aren't you? There you go.
She's got like 50 teddy bears here, and they've all got like razors in them. Like one of them over there is actually made out of plastic explosives. Yeah, I know.
Blabbermouth.
We could be united together by our distaste towards Eddie.
What's the big deal? Why can't you just tell me? You gonna yell at me if I don't? No, I won't.
Really? Because
I'm gonna yell at you if you do.
My plan was to yell at you regardless. You kind of saw through my scheme. I had like 50 different kinds of diseases. Remember, his wife died 3 years ago.
Yeah.
James.exe has stopped responding.
James is blue screened.
Heroic BSOD. I was trained in the art of jujitsu.
See, to be fair, even if she doesn't see monsters and she's like, why should I worry? This place is full of places for you to get tetanus.
All this tetanus.
I'm suddenly concerned. Huh?
As long as it betters me. Why should I worry?
Oh, James, you ass. Maybe. Why don't you go look? It's in the back.
Underneath all of those dirty syringes. Just go ahead and dig your hand right in there.
Oh, James, you gullible sack of shit.
It's further back in the desk.
It's a trap! By the way, James, if you couldn't smell that from a mile away...
Okay, we get it. You're funny. You're the funniest, Laura. You know, I got a letter from Mary. You want to read it? Let me out.
I have a letter from Mary. It says, "Open the door, Laura, you dumb bitch, love Mary. Let James out, you dumb bitch, from Mary, love Mary."
From Mary, love Mary. James, this is your fault. This boss battle wouldn't be happening if you just said the right thing. And that is the wrong thing.
James is not very good at saying the right thing to people.
I love it how it sounded like she needed to get the courage to say that. Like, that was the ultimate swear word for her.
Like, she totally just...
You fart face! When I think of Silent Hill 2 bosses, for some reason I think of this. I don't know why. There's so many better... Also, body, man.
Now, this is how to beat this boss. The shotgun has very, very low range on it, so you don't run too far away from them. But the pistol deals way too little damage, and you never want to never fire 2 shots before moving, otherwise they'll grab you. Now there's one more that descends down. There he is. Now, for some reason, sometimes James is a bit slow when it comes to targeting these guys. Sometimes he'll just...
That camera movement.
Yep. And sometimes he'll just aim, like, down, like, straight ahead of him, instead of aiming up at the guy. Mm-hmm. So... And now we get the trip out of the day and the
drinking into the ceiling.
To this day, I have no clue what the hell is happening.
What, for that scene or right now?
From that scene where he's just like looking up and he looks up at the little slot there.
What was that boss called?
I actually don't know. Should just be able to look up hospital boss.
I'll look up the boss with Lisa.
Laura. It's Laura.
Laura, damn it, I typed Laura.
Lisa, you betray me! Fed up with this world! Now, if you look at your map, you'll see that we are in the garden, and that we have completely and utterly removed everything that we'd marked previously on our map.
For whatever reason.
There is a reason for this. We are in a completely different location.
Yep.
Welcome to the Nightmare Hospital. Or alternative...
First time.
It's also called the Alternate Hospital, but I have always called it the Nightmare Hospital. Which means that this is our first time. Veterans of Silent Hill 1 will know what I mean when I say this is our first time in the other world.
Yep, the other side.
The other side, the other world, the Nightmare world. Call it what you want. We all know exactly what the heck this is. Something very spooky, something very bad. Now we have to do the lock jiggle dance all over again. Because all of these rooms are different. Everything has changed. Only the layout remains similar. But which doors are locked, where they lead to, and the items and enemies
They're
contained
called
wherein.
Flesh Lip.
Flesh Lip, huh? That makes sense.
That's a really dumb name. Like, it makes sense, but...
It's a dumb name.
It's a dumb name.
First aid kit in here.
Hmm.
So gotta go ahead and go through here. Again, performing this dance. Now, you may notice that when we were sent to the other world, we did not have Maria with us. She was still laying around being a butthead in the room.
Being useless.
Being a useless butthead. The lock is broken. The lock is broken. The lock is broken. The lock is broken. Now, this means we have to go all the way back over to the elevator to go anywhere. Now, notice that even the elevator looks different. It's got all this tarp over everything. Now, if you want to get out on the same floor you were in, like you accidentally went in the elevator, you can just click the door open button, and the door open will let you back out on the floor that you entered on. Also interesting to note, I think it's mostly the nurses in the Nightmare Hospital have a darker coloring than a lot of the nurses we've seen up to this point, who are generally more light colored. Like they're the more blood stained they look.
Yeah.
Like that one compared to the one I just killed.
That's the only real difference.
It's the only real
difference. There's an HP or an attack difference.
No, I do not know. They say they seem to generally go down in 3 to 4 hits. Now, again, we are doing this dance, and I'm actually going to bust out the shotgun here because I do not like fighting multiple enemies at once. Just because fighting multiple enemies at once in close range is very hard to do with the combat system in this game.
Sorry for not talking much. I was looking at the nurse's attack, seeing if there's a difference, but all I'm finding is that there's one, on the Silent Hill wiki, there's only one entry for the nurse, so I'm assuming they're the same with the
It's a palette swap.
Yeah.
I want that.
There you go.
I also want that.
James is just kind of staring at it, wiggling his whole body away.
There's a piece of paper on the bed. I was locked up in the basement's basement. It was so small and dark, and I was so afraid. I dropped my precious ring, but I will never, ever go back there. My precious. The dry cell battery and the basement storeroom key. Part of the wallpaper is torn. I can see something drawn beneath the wall. Are those hands searching for something, or just a sign of pain? Or maybe we should just be questioning why the fuck there are hands there in the first place. By the way, the number of enemies in the Nightmare Hospital is way higher than the number of enemies in the hospital before.
A moment, I must mute.
Okay. Continue to search through the mostly closed doors. This is the first time we've been able to enter one of these day rooms. For the most part,
rooms.
They've all been behind the broken locked doors. There is a refrigerator on the ground. Open it.
Don't hurt yourself.
They totally threw out my back killing all those nurses. That's my problem.
Games more like lames.
He cannot open it on his own. Fortunately, we know that there exists another person that kind of was in the hospital beforehand. Maybe. There's no way to proceed through here. Other than going back through the thing. Yeah. We need to go up through here. Back up to the 3rd floor, which is where we left Maria.
Yay!
Because we need an extra set of hands here. And she might be wondering why everything is suddenly rusty and evil.
No, she won't. She won't even question it.
Hold on. I will investigate in a bit. Hello!
You
Hello.
okay? You okay?
Bonk.
Yeah, it's no surprise they're
Bonk
called
on the
bobblehead nurses.
Yeah. I think that's...
Look at that poster on the wall again.
I can't.
I mean, when you're done with this.
I didn't even get the chance to look once at this point. They kind of popped up too quickly.
Right down the wall when you first came in.
Yeah, I know. That's not...
Just making sure you know what I'm talking about.
No, that's not just a poster. That's a door.
That's a door?
That's a door. That is a door.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's a painting of a woman on this door. Oddly enough, the
Man, those colors are different.
It is 3D. The arms are actually stuck out of the wall. The door is, however, locked.
So we break the arms, and then it'll open the door. A doy.
An ampoule. Those are important to bear in mind. They are the strongest healing item in the game.
Yep.
She is an angel. No one knows. Only I can see the lady of the door. They cannot walk along her bridge of thread, for they fall from the weight of their crimes. Like bloated and ugly corpses, their sins. She devours them, sin and
I'm
sinner
wondering if there's a
alike.
capitalization message.
She saves me. She is an angel. Capitalization message?
Like, because certain words were capitalized there. Like, where the first letter of every word spells something out.
We can try again.
S-I-L-D-B-E-T. Nah.
This just seems like he's...
I always look for those in Silent Hill. I haven't found many, but...
I believe there was actually one door here I wasn't able to test. That's... So, one... It'd be this one. Okay.
Oh, my back's killing me.
This is where Maria was when we last left her off. The medicine bottles are empty. Is Maria sick now too? Maybe I am like...
There are two different ways to read that. Is Maria sick now too? Or, is Maria sick now too?
I need to stop giving all of the ladies I hang out with the super diseases.
Super diseases.
All the super diseases. I've got like mega Ebola, and I just keep giving it to all of the ladies.
Airborne.
Airborne diseases. We can go through here. Ow. Bonk. Uh-oh. The game is starting to do that thing where I'm starting... The audio's starting to glitch out, which means at some point I may have to...
Earlier you were getting like an error where things were not making any sound.
Yeah, the sound had basically dropped out, and at that point I'm going to need to reboot the game between...
Which is terrifying at this point.
Terrifying, because previously this had meant the game was... would not boot. At all.
And you'd have to delete your save.
Yes.
And start over.
It's terrifying. So we will continue playing without rebooting for as long as we can. See, we're getting some sound now.
Yeah!
Hooray! It just seems like some particular sounds don't play. Okay, we're good. Pressing the buttons, they don't move. That storeroom that we went into that had some of the items in it, that will be... we will be revisiting that location later, but not now. For now, we need to go to the stairs. The roof, which is right up here, we cannot go to anymore, I believe. Yes, the lock is broken on the roof now.
I feel a little bad because the actual atmosphere and scare factor has kind of been taken out completely for us by now when it's a memory jog, just do this, do that. But, like, if anybody's watching this and they were going to play it, I'm really disappointed. Not in you, but just at you. Because you gave up a really good opportunity to really experience this game.
Disappointed.
Yeah, disappointed for at you.
We are the ones that are completely and utterly disappointed in ourselves. Because we are not...
for yourself.
We are not doing this in the scariest manner possible, which would be me holding a flashlight underneath my chin.
Well, I don't know, you could be playing this in the dark right now.
It is sunny.
Partly cloud.
Hands all over you. There's a shelf. There are red handprints all over the shelf. Let's move the thing. Didn't we do this in Silent Hill 1?
Yes. There you are!
Oh, Maria.
Someone I actually cared about.
Anyway,
Can you open refrigerators?
Anyway!
you don't sound very happy to see me.
Well, why would I be?
Killed back there. Why did
Well, maybe if you stay in the damn room.
all you care about is that dead wife of yours? I've never been so scared in my whole life.
You should totally...
Well, to be fair, she did send me a letter. When was the last time you sent me a postcard?
What have you done for me lately?
No, I just... Stay with me. Don't ever leave me alone. You're supposed to take
When was I given that responsibility?
You want to hold on to this 2x4? I'm not using it anymore.
Did you find her? Yeah, but she ran away.
After locking me in a room
You're not
with
going
a
to
boss
mention
that
that
sent
she
me to
locked
the
you
other
in a
lock.
room?
You really seem to care about her. Do you know her?
She's a bitch.
Met her before. I just feel sorry for her.
How the hell do you like her? She's a brat.
We could feed her to the big pyramid-headed thing.
I feel like it's up to me to protect her.
I mean, it's not like you're going to do it. You can't even protect me, James.
Thanks. Now, this is the basement's basement that was spoken of in the note. We found the
There we
copper
go.
ring.
She doesn't look like a broken T model anymore.
She got better. Now, we leave the basement's basement up to the basement and then leave the basement.
Yeah! Basement Explorer.
Now, at this point, we should head back to, I believe it's the second floor that has the day room we can go to. So, we are going to go up because all of these doors are broken except for the third floor.
What's the point?
I'm going to save the game now that we're here.
First flew.
Now we are on the south stairway. And
South.
we're going to go ahead and end this recording for right now.
Yeah.
Join us next time when we try to
Do the
get a woman to open a pickle jar for us. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah. She knows it's in the rest.
It's all in the rest.